Going now into what's been happening in the Orange Democratic Movement, and Namwamba in a recent interview said that his woes are because of succession politics from the Raila's Nyanza base, and that is why they are branding him amoral, and yeah, he believes he would have won the SG position had the elections gone through. Do you think he's
That's not in doubt, and I still personally support Namwamba for that position, despite the fact that I'm not in the party. But also he must act in a manner. Yesterday I discussed it with his deputy leader, that's Hassan Joho, who is one team, because I think he also he must act in a manner that is demonstrable. Being a party member is one thing. And I keep telling people, ODM code is not about just having a party membership. It's about the positions you take. So on every fundamental position that needed Ababu to proclaim himself on, you know, be it the Saba, be it the referendum, either he has been non-committal or evasive. Yet his deputy party leader has been unequivocal. In fact, he has had to take the bullet on many accounts that some of us know of. He's a governor. He needs to sometimes foster a certain relationship. He's a member of the executive. He has a diverse range of interests. And yet he takes the bullet, because these are party positions. That's why you restore the faith of your base, that you are with the party. You take that collegiate in terms of the fact that you ascribe to the positions. I don't mind about peripheral actors, these young, cadre of politicians across the board who go around, you know, screaming their heads off about whatever positions and about Jubilee, about whatever else. But if you want the central leadership, you must proclaim yourself. So, unequivocally, our base, I know the way they had knit themselves with the governor, still support him. But they need him to be a lot more assertive on positions of the party, so that it can build faith.
He's assertive and in support of the referendum. His question issues were with the party leader having this, and the party itself, double standards on positions they'll take and accusations they'll make on issues they've also failed in.
What, party...
the question of the elections?
Let me tell you. He's
the question of IEBC.
He's not the only aggrieved party. But
he's the only one courageous enough to talk about it.
It's not that he's courageous enough to talk about it.
Okay, what is he?
You see, the governor of Mombasa himself, you heard his comments, invested heavily in his position together with that team. There's Aden Kainan, there's Governor Nanok, there's everybody in it. I know they are getting to a breakpoint, that they are frustrated about the fact that they are being told now to build a team that tends to, I don't know, bond. I agree with that position, that we get into the elections as soon as practically possible, because I know that team will still win. And that is the team that is the future of the Orange Party. That's my view, despite the fact that I'm not in the party, because you can tell that it needs an injection of dynamism and a kind of, you know, energy and diversity that we saw in that team. The truth is, how that correlates to a constitutional commission called IEBC, to a vote in Kasarani. So I think that that's where I think some of his colleagues, and they've told me privately, they take issue. So I think they want to retreat in terms of the fact that they want to ensure that ODM holds its election, and that's not a negotiable minimum. It's a non-negotiable minimum for those in that team. But he needs also to not to give the wedders of this world ammunition. No, there's not too much dissent.
Okay.
In fact, dissent perfects an institution.
But that's what he's been criticized for, that he's going a little bit too far on the questioning, you know, talking about why is IEBC...
Nobody, you know, there are pockets of people who sometimes overreact to situations. So and I think they have been told as much by some of us in the ranks of the coalition. And I know some of us hope not to be as intrusive in the affairs of the ODM party, but we hold almost similar position on certain matters, because it is important. But you see, even
so on which matter do you agree with Namwamba?
That there needs to be ODM elections in a jiffy. I had you as soon as practically possible, but not to allow the wedders of this world, you know, because I think we have a bigger
not to allow them do it.
Listen to how he will talk with such a relation. So you see, what you need to do is to ensure that we're all aggrieved persons, aggrieved parties in one way or another. Trust me, in many of the issues that happen within across the spectrum of the coalition. And it's just that we need to have a way in how we manage our dissent in a manner as not to prejudice the overall goal.
Not to give
now let me tell you, Ababu Namwamba is having the usual COD or ODM mad being thrown at you. You are Jubilee. They have thrown it at Governor Mutua, and they fight vigorously. They have thrown it at Kidero vigorously. Now it is Namwamba. They say you are ODM, you are whatever. Yet if you look at it historically, in 2007, it is only Namwamba who swore allegiance to Honorable Raila in Parliament when there was the chaotic swearing. He was the only one who said, this is my president. The rest were, let's take our seats first and start eating, then we can deal with the issue. And he has been consistent. Okay? The only thing I think Honorable Namwamba did not realize, the seat of Secretary General, taking Raila's experience. Raila had experience with Shikuku. Shikuku went away with his father's certificate and made it difficult